Team of the Weeks have almost doubled in the last few days due to upgrade SBCs, and they're about to go and plummet again due to the upgradable SBC repeating in a day. So just before the video does start, a quick little ad on a trading service I offer over on Twitch for the cheapest trading guides out there for just £4, €4, all free with Amazon Prime. You'll receive daily trading and investing guides covering PlayStation, Xbox and PC with an array of methods covering all budgets. And I've been trading for over 10 years, making over 100 million in multiple different FIFAs, and now for the last 4 years I've made 10 million coins in just the first month. So in today's video what we're going to be doing is we are going to be talking about the investment into Team of the Week players when they go and drop the tradable Team of the Week SBC again next Wednesday. Now it's not guaranteed to come next Wednesday, but I'd be very surprised if they went and released one last week with a 7-day timer without releasing one this week. So what we're going to do is we are going to talk about the investment, because there are multiple trends that were quite interesting. So the first trend we're going to look at is just going to be the trend of Team of the Weeks. Now last year when EA did take Team of the Weeks out of packs, they actually didn't require them whatsoever for upgrade SBCs. All the upgrade SBCs before Team of the Season were requiring 1 Team of the Week, 2 Team of the Week, you know, like the 10x83 were requiring Team of the Week. Icon SBCs were requiring Team of the Weeks, but then as soon as we got into Team of the Season, they stopped requiring Team of the Weeks. Well, it's a bit different this year, because this year they took Team of the Weeks out of packs this Wednesday, yet they required them for a lot of the player SBCs, and then they also required them for the hero SBC. So here's a good example of where they required them before, but then didn't require them after. So here's an example of a SBC we had before Team of the Season, and here is an example of a SBC that would have required an icon. Sorry, would have required normally a Team of the Week after Team of the Season. So here's the one before Team of the Season. We can see it required 1 Team of the Week. Here's the one after Team of the Season. Didn't require Team of the Week and instead required high rated. Well, EA again has gone against this and is already requiring them for SBCs, despite them being out of packs. Most importantly here for the Encore pick. And there you go, you can see it's required there. On top of that, the Advanced Quest required 2 and the Showdown required 1. Meaning, potentially, even though they weren't required last year once taken out of packs, they might be a good investment because EA might be going against that. Few reasons EA might be going against not requiring Team of the Weeks. One, they released a Team of the Week tradable upgrade SBC. Obviously, we didn't have this time last year. 2, maybe the reason we got them this year is because Team of the Seasons aren't quite in packs. Obviously, Team of the Season lives are in packs, but Team of the Seasons aren't quite in packs, so maybe they're not shifting over the requirements of Team of the Seasons yet, because, you know, there is none in packs. And then finally, also because EA just released loads of Team of the Weeks last week, and maybe EA thought, wow, if we go and release loads and loads of Team of the Weeks in 1 week, which is what they did by releasing the best of with a current Team of the Week in packs, maybe they thought there was enough supply to be sufficient through Team of the Season. So there's been multiple things different this year than last year, which is why buying Team of the Weeks may actually be a decent investment this week. So let's just show you the rise on Team of the Weeks. They had a really good rise. They went from 20k, and I mean they're going to probably push near 40k before the pack is probably repeatable on the Wednesday, which is why this is probably going to be a really good investment. Now, interestingly enough, the hours that they were the cheapest, we are looking at the Wednesday around about 10 PM, early Thursday. So I'd say give it about 9 PM on the Thursday, probably best maybe 10 PM. Then you go all the way maybe to about midnight or maybe 7, 8 AM in the morning. And then we expect them to rise because basically the saturation of the packs being opened has, would have basically all been in the evening and the morning. And then the amount of packs being open will just slow down. And then hopefully they'll be needed for SBCs. And we already know that they're going to be needed for an Icon SBC at minimum, because this SBC is repeatable for 5 days. I think it's repeatable once on the Wednesday when we get the Team Week tradable, and then it'll be repeatable again on the Friday. So again, we already know that Team Weeks, one way or the other, are going to be required for something at minimum, let alone maybe being needed for the Saturday upgrade SBC. So how can we make the most out of our Team of the Week investment? Because in theory, you can see all these Team of the Weeks are 34k. So how can we go and buy a Team of the Week that might rise more than others? Well, there's 2 angles you can go for. Where we know that this Friday we're going to get the Premier League Team of the Season and the WSL Team of the Season, and as a result, normally what we do is we get a tournament midweek, which is basically requires you to use 11 Premier League players, or it might be 11 Premier League or WSL players. So as a result of having a tournament midweek needing either Premier League players or WSL players, to maximise your investment a little bit more, what you can go and do is you can go and buy Team of the Weeks that are Premier League and WSL. Because these Team of the Weeks are going to be the exact same price as the Team of the Weeks from like the Austrian Bundesliga, the same price as the Team of the Weeks from like the Turkish League, But what you'll be able to do is you'll be able to go and get players that at least have a semi amount of sort of demand when it comes to tournaments and maybe weekend league. For example, Romero is the exact same price as a complete pleb. You might as well go buy Romero, because if there's a tournament where you need to use 11 Premier League players, he's got a higher chance of being, rising for that than obviously someone who's not even in the Premier League. On top of that, I'd be very, very surprised if next week we don't go and see there being Evos only requiring Premier League players. And because I'd be surprised if there's Evos that don't require only Premier League players, there's a decent chance that some of these may rise or even go extinct because of that. For example, someone like Watkins may go from 35k to 110k if there is an Evo that he can be used in. And again, I'd be very, very surprised. This year, I'd say, is even more so the case with the WSL. So the WSL, again, if they release some Evo, some SBC, an Evo, an objective, or even a tournament where you can use them, there is a very, very limited amount of cards that are Team of the Weeks. Now, obviously, even if we just look at all specials in general and not just Team of the Weeks, there is still a very limited amount of WSL players. And as a result, it means, again, if there's an objective making you use some, the pool is about 60 players, half of which are Team of the Weeks, which as a result means, Team of the Week should do quite well if there is an objective making you use WSL players. Or maybe you even get lucky. Obviously, we're going to get loads of WSL Premier League, loads of WSL or Premier League objectives. So if you, let's say, went and bought Giese, so I can show you someone like Giese who, again, last week dropped, I think, 30k. So I'd be very surprised if this week she doesn't also go drop down to fodder. Again, could very easily be a good link investment, and you're going to go and get it for the same price as an Austrian Bundesliga player. So what I recommend doing is, if you do want to go and buy Team of the Weeks, yes, you can just go and buy any Team of the Week and hope they rise for the sake of Team of the Weeks being required for SBCs. In regards to selling the Team of the Weeks, here's a few things. You have Friday, which is when the Hero Encore SBC is repeatable. That potentially will be a sell point around about 9-10 PM. Otherwise, you can gamble that they're going to be needed for the Saturday upgrade SBC. And if so, you can sell about 10 PM then. If not, what you do is you then gamble that if you've gone with Premier League and WSL players, you gamble all the way through to about Monday, Tuesday, which is normally when we get the tournaments requiring a full team, and then you would go and sell them in the evening of the release. Again, 10 PM is normally the peak of both SBCs and, I guess, Premier League and WSL Cups. But I believe that is going to go and wrap it up. It's an investment I'm very tempted to go on my main account. I've got 8.6 million coins. The investments I'm tempted to go all in on are going to be Premier League and WSL informs, are going to be potentially live Team of the Seasons on the Thursday, or I might just go and try and flip Premier League Team of the Season cards in the first hour on Friday. I've got a few temptations. Again, I don't really like going all in during Team of the Season because it means I can't open packs. So far, we've got 17 Team of the Season included. So Lobsai, Kudos, and so on. So we're having good fun during Team of the Season. So so I'm not too sure what I want to do, because I don't think I want to go unassigned. But there are some really, really good investments over the next few days. But that's going to wrap it up. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video.